Hey guys, it's Allie, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing my favorite dolls in my collection with you. A few weeks ago, I posted a video with my least favorite dolls in my collection, and it did extremely well, so thank you so much if you guys watched that video, and if you have not, definitely make sure you check it out after you watch this one. So these aren't in any particular order, and I will be listing why each of these dolls are some of my favorites. My favorite dolls change all of the time. For example, Mary Ellen used to be one of my favorite dolls. She used to be one of the most well-known dolls in my collection, Juniper, but I don't use her as much anymore just because she's been overshadowed by so many newer dolls. So this list will probably change a lot in a year, 2 years. As of today, March 22nd, 2021, here are my favorite dolls in my collection. I'm going to start out with one of my newer dolls, and that is my Nanea doll, who I named Alana. I have raved about her wig so much before. I have a whole video about my favorite doll wigs, and a lot of dolls in that video will be on this list, but it is still slightly different. I'm honestly surprised more people do not own a Nanea because she is so stunning. I've gotten used to her face mold over the years. When she first came out, I thought it looked really weird, like an oversized woolly wisher like everyone else thought. She's grown on me a lot, and especially in solo photos, she is so stunning. Plus her hair is just so soft, and it is so fun to style since it's long and wavy. I recently purchased her purple Holoku dress solely for the fact that I want to take photos of Nanea in them. It's not necessarily a practical or trendy outfit like the clothing I usually buy, but I just knew it would look so pretty on Nanea, and since she's one of my favorite dolls, I had to get her outfit. Her eyes are also stunning. They are the hazel eyes that a lot of dolls have, but they are honestly some of my favorite American Girl eyes. So if you have been thinking about getting a Nanea, get her. I feel like everyone who owns a Nanea, that doll becomes one of their favorites and most used. Definitely pick up a Nanea if you have not already. The next doll on this list should not come as a surprise to any of you, and that is truly me number 62, who is Naya in my collection. She's pretty well known in my collection since I did enter her, and she ended up winning cycle 5 of AGNDM. I photograph her all the time, and I feel like she's kind of replaced Juniper as my most popular doll. I don't actually really know who you guys consider my most popular doll is anymore. I don't know if Juniper is still really popular, so let me know in the comments who you think the most popular doll in my collection is. But 62 is an underrated queen, and we all must stan her. She retired way too soon. I ended up getting mine from the benefit sale. An AGJitter picked her up from me, and she is so perfect. Her wig length is really unique. There are not a lot of dolls with shoulder length hair. It's a really soft black. She has the Sonali mold, which is one of my favorite molds. She has a really pretty eye color too. It's not the traditional American Girl dark brown, but it's not the decal hazel eyes either, so it's really pretty. Medium skin. I'm a sucker for medium skin dolls. So many dolls on this list have medium skin because I love collecting the medium skin dolls. And I feel like 62 is not a super common doll that a lot of people have in their collections either. So if you're looking for a really unique doll that is so beautiful, underrated, and stunning, get 62. I absolutely love Naya. She is so photogenic, and I love doing just really close portrait shots of her. The third doll on this list is Kaya. So I feel like Kaya is another really underrated doll, but I personally love her. I made my Kaya modern, so she wears modern clothing, her hair is out of her braids, and modern Kayas are the prettiest thing. I've seen hashtags on Instagram devoted to modern Kayas because of her beauty, and I was actually inspired to get Kaya because of another AGJitters modern Kaya, and she is so stunning. Her long black hair is a really fun wig to style. You can do so much with it. It's super soft, and there's a slight little wave in it because of her meat braids, which is really pretty too. The Kaya mold, very unique face mold, especially if you want it in medium skin, so that makes her different from all of the other dolls in my collection, and her really dark eyes look really good with her features. I just think Kaya is very underrated. She's just one of those dolls that I look at and I'm like, you are a work of art. She's not even a custom. She doesn't have any crazy face paint or anything like that, but I just feel like because she's so unique for American Girl, I look at her and I'm like, you are so precious. I will take care of you. And I just love Kaya so much, and she's another doll that so many more people need to have in their collections. I know a few people who are not the biggest fan of Kaya, especially a modern Kaya, but just see her in person, take her hair down. She is so stunning, and she is one of my favorite dolls, but I don't use her as much as I should. The next doll on this list is Melody. Melody is another underrated doll. You will notice a trend here. A lot of these dolls are super underrated in my opinion, but they are some of my favorites. I really love her short hair. It's not necessarily the best for hairstyles, but I think it's super cute. But I will say I did leave some braids in my Melody for way too long, so her hair has kind of lost a bit of the floof. It might come back, but I'm honestly not too mad about it because when I originally got my Melody, I wanted her hair to be a lot straighter and not really have that like 60s flip out at the end, and we're slowly getting there, but the textured hair is really fun to brush out and style. Melody looks super cute in braids, just don't leave them in for a month. She also looks really cute in pigtails or even just with her hair down. She's a Sonali mold, which I love. Her dark skin is super pretty, and she's another doll who is just super photogenic. Because of her bangs, I feel like she can make any look really cool and unique, and she's just another doll that I'm surprised more people do not own because she is so pretty. And Lin Life, if you're watching this video, which I'm pretty sure you are, this is your sign to go buy yourself a Melody since I know you've been wanting one because of my Melody. I keep thinking of the Sanrio character My Melody every time I say that. The next doll on my list is Girl of the Year 2020, Joss Kendrick. So I purchased her, and for a while I kind of regretted it because I was like, she looks very similar to my first doll, number 59, but she's not 59. She's a completely new face mold. She's in way better condition, and even her wig is different. But currently I am very satisfied with my purchase. I use Joss a lot more than I use my 59, and Joss's hair is a lot better to style too because it is longer, and even just styling it down, there's a lot of volume and waviness that goes on even though her hair is still straight, compared to 59 where it's just like pin straight pretty much. I don't know if that fully makes sense, but if you have a Joss, you probably know what I mean. Her unique mold and hearing aid do make her really unique as a doll. She's also super photogenic, and going back to the hair, and I made a whole video ranting about her hair and how much I love it. There are so many ways you can position her hair, even just if her hair is down, that she just looks so unique in every single photo, and I absolutely love her. Some of my favorite photos I've ever taken are of my Joss doll. She's one of my favorites just because she's photogenic. This list is very repetitive in terms of why I like each doll, but I feel like she has a unique face mold, she's super photogenic, and I feel like she's a really unique doll story-wise for American Girl. So the next doll, who I debated putting her on my favorites list, but I was holding her the other day and I'm like, I really need to photograph you more, and that is actually my custom doll who I named Cerie. I won her in a giveaway from Juniper Illy, and she is a custom 26, so she's the base of a 26, which is a medium skin Addy mold. Super unique feature, and it's a really nice medium skin tone too. If you know American Girl skin tones, there's a few variations, so they could be more warm toned or cool toned, and I personally prefer warm undertone skin since it works better with my photography style, and her skin has that. She has a 25 wig, I believe. A few other dolls have similar wigs, but this one seems like a 25. The medium skin Addy mold is so pretty. American Girl really should make more medium skin Addy molds because it is a very underused feature. The 25 wig is super soft. Even my very ancient 25 still has a super soft wig. And I just feel like that combination is so pretty. She's a natural custom, which is what I'm into. So obviously you cannot purchase this doll at the store. I believe 26 is retired too, but she is one of my favorite dolls. She's a work of art, and I've taken so many beautiful, crisp portraits of this doll. I absolutely love her. She's currently on my doll shelf dressed up as Heather Duke, and she is looking stunning. The last doll on my favorite American Girl doll list is another one I debated including, but I decided to include her since I just recurled her hair and fell back in love with her. I was never necessarily out of love with her, but because I did get her secondhand, her curls were a tiny bit messy. I had fixed them originally, but I took them out too early. If you watched the video of me fixing up dolls, you would know what I'm talking about, but I just recurled her hair, let the curls fully set, and they are looking so stunning right now, and that is Girl of the Year 2010, Lanie Holland. Lanie is a doll that I never really thought I would have in my collection. It was actually probably one of the first American Girl dolls I ever saw because one of my elementary school friends back in the day had a Lanie. I don't know if she ever knew where Lanie was because I had wanted to buy Lanie from my friend when she stopped using her, but I did see the meat outfit lying around. And then AGJitters has a Lanie who is really really pretty too. But through word of mouth from a friend of a friend, I was able to get a secondhand Lanie for $60 Canadian, which was a really good deal for a pretty good condition, long retired girl of the year. She didn't need a ton of fixing up, just a nice cleaning, some recurling in her hair, and even though her wig is not perfect, there are a few split ends just because she's an older doll. She's still really stunning. I love doing braids on her. I've taken a ton of really nice photos of her within the short few months that I've had her. And Lanie is just a really pretty doll, very unique in my collection. I love her side bangs. I love the hazel eyes because a lot of the times I'll photograph them and they'll look green, but they're not green. And I actually don't have any dolls with green eyes in my collection. I need to get on that. I need to get a green-eyed doll. She is slowly becoming one of my favorite dolls just because of how pretty she is. So that is my list of my favorite dolls in my collection. I know the reasoning for why each of these dolls are some of my favorites is a little bit repetitive, but I'm just being honest here. I love dolls who have hair I can style. I love the medium skin tone. And of course, I love super photogenic dolls. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you guys liked it, and leave a comment telling me who some of your favorite dolls in your collection are. I would love to read them, and maybe I will add some of those dolls to my collection in the future. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and ring that bell so you are notified whenever I post a new American Girl related video. And of course, have an amazing day, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye!